Patrick Kurimutai, a member of the task force, which was formed by our Moses, the governor. I've always believed in something that happened a long time ago in the history of the Bible. When God was telling Moses to go to Ghana, the Kipsigis man was standing somewhere. And then he cheated Moses to go north, and he moved following River Nile. And we came to Ghana. Canaan is here. In our Ghana, in 1884, there was a meeting in Berlin. It was called Berlin Conference, 1884. All people who were inside that meeting were all white. None of them was a Kipsigis man. We never participated in the partition of Africa. They partitioned Africa, and this man called the Briton, the English man, was given Kenya. Kericho, up to 1902, was in Uganda. That is the history that we have. And then the Uganda that existed until 1902 became Kenya in 1902. And then the Kenya in 1902 was demarcated by a white man called the Englishman, who was hovering up there in the air in a plane and mapping Kenya. And then he did demarcation. He said, this is a forest, this is a white settler land, this is reserved. The reserved land called reserve is reserved. The reserved land, which we find ourselves inside now, the so-called Soin and parts of Inomoi, those are marginal lands in geography. They were not meant for humanity. They were meant for wild animals. So they placed us in a reserved land so that we only became the cooks, became the gardeners, the watchmen, their clerks in the tea estate, and black tea. And we did that. And we've done that for the last 100 years. The last 100 years, we planted the tea, we tended the tea, we blacked the tea, we processed the tea. And then came what is known as the artificial intelligence. The evictions which were done in 1908 removed our people. 1946 was the worst eviction which was done to the Kipsigis man. He was removed from the most arable land and placed in the marginal land. In a reserved place, we were meant to live in a quarter piece of land, acre, 2 acres, 3 acres, less than 5 acres, my governor, less than 5 acres. That is where we live. When you live in a small piece of land, which is not agriculturally economical, what do? You become a servant. You play servitude. Servitude means slavery. So we've done slavery for the last 100 years. When we ask now, this arable land belonged to our great-grandparents, our ancestors. If our ancestors live there, you evicted them. If our governor will evict you, is it a crime? So if you evicted our people in 1946, up to now, you think the land belongs to you. That land does not belong to you. We also are the first peoples of the world. The indigenous people are now speaking. They are saying the artificial intelligence, which has brought mechanization, cannot evict us now. You know, we were evicted in 1946, and then we played the part of employees. We have done the employee thing for the last 100 years. And then right now, you are coming now to evict us using mechanization. This one, we are refusing. May God bless you.
I'll ask our Deputy Governor just in 2 minutes to say a word or so. Thank you very much, Your Excellency Governor. I want to take this opportunity also to commend the Governor for appointing this task force to look into the historical injustices that have been meted to our people since the white settler came into Kericho. I want to assure you that as the leadership of Kericho County, you tasked us in ensuring that we deliver this county to greater heights. And to greater heights means we must empower our people economically. And one of the economic empowerment is to create jobs for our youth, to create an enabling environment for our people to do business. I want to tell you that the issue of the multinationals in Kericho, in 1963, we had the first liberation. In 1992, we had the second liberation in this country. In 2010, we had the third liberation. In 2022, we had the fourth liberation in our country. And I want to assure you that we are going also to liberate our county from the injustices of the historical deeds that happened in 1908 all the way until the multinationals settled in our county. We were taken to the marginal areas. I want to tell you that, in fact, my great-grandfather had to hang himself because of being taken to an area that was not arable. And we are not going to leave any stone unturned until we make sure that we get it right as a county. And we want to tell the governor that we have full support in ensuring that we discharge our duty. The task force that has been formed are people of integrity. These are people who will not be compromised. These are people who will not be given money so that they go around and have a report that will not be able to ensure that we get justice to our people. Imagine, as a county government, we don't have even title deeds of the land that we say is ours. When you want to lease out land, you usually have the title of your land. Everybody has a title. But here we don't have title deed. We just hear of leases. Our generation, since when we were young, we just hear of lease of 999 years, 90 years. Those leases we are talking about is actually things that have subjected us to a lot of poverty. And we want to assure the people of our county that we are going to ensure that we deliver justice to them, and we deliver a report that will actually unveil or unravel so many miseries that have been going around throughout this county. So thank you very much, Your Governor, Your Excellency, for this task force. We have quite a lot of people with experience, and I'm assuring you that we'll get a very good report within the next 60 days during their term of service. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We are serious on this business. Our Kipsigis people are suffered, including the Nandis in Nandi Hills. It's even worse in Nandi, because they are paying 100 shillings per acre in Nandi. And our people are suffered. And it is time that they get justice. It is time we begin to harvest. For a very long time, the blood and the sweat of our people made rich empires from this state. It is time now that we also begin to reap from there. I said one time in an interview that Jesus Christ came to comfort the afflicted and to afflict the comfortable. We have also come this time round to comfort our people that has been afflicted for a very long time, and also afflict the profiteers and the machineries in the tea estate here, who out of our blood and sweat, they have made riches and riches. You know, we have home guards. When we are fighting for independence, there are home guards. It's funny that in the tea estate we even have black people, you know, who are our own black people. They don't want us to talk to them because they believe they're next to God just because they're working for the white man. I'm telling the home guards, come home. You'll go on retirement and you need us. We'll bury you in the villages by these people. The Muslim will not be there to bury you. So please, come down and come and talk with us. I know they give you good houses there, and they give you some nice cows and gardeners, and you forgot that there is a home. So please realize that these are home, these are heritage. You know, the home guards used to fight a lot, those who are fighting for independence, and don't have home guards. The home guards are not only those other guys. We also have home guards of different positions. I know there are people who will be given money. They will become and say, oh, Governor done this, Governor did that. I hear they are mobilizing a lot of money to give out to people to intimidate and blackmail us. I tell you, Dr. Mutai can never be blackmailed. He can never be intimidated. So don't ever try that business in Kericho. We'll run you out of town, because we must get our things working well. And the issue is not about me, it's about the people of Kericho, where we want to get justice for them and see our economy grow. And we are open for dialogue. And today we have firmly laid the ground for dialogue. We invite them now for dialogue. Let them come for dialogue. I hope they'll not go to court, because each time they see us we do something, they run to court. So I don't know this time around they run to go to do what. But But I'll tell them, come and negotiate. And this war is not over until it is over. And we'll fight this enemy. So, again today we have had a meeting with the bishops in Kericho, led by Bishop Chiruyat. We are beginning from this week to collect foodstuff and other necessary donations. We have our brothers in Kenya who are going through a very hard time because of severe drought, and so many people are dying in the different counties that we have in Kenya, from Northeastern and other places to Kajiado. And so today I've asked the bishops to lead in their churches, and we are calling upon all the well-wishers to also donate for this purpose, so that we are able to take our assistance to the counties that are severely affected by drought, and we contribute as the county government of Kericho. Africa cannot cry forever. Africa can also rise and support each other. Let us be a brother's keeper and demonstrate to the world that even us as Africa, we have capacity to donate and build others. So let's donate clothes and everything that we have so that we help them. I believe so much, and I know as an Afrocentrist, that Africa has a chance to rise if we care for each other, have civility and modesty in how we do our things. So to that extent, I want to say thank you so much.